What if the Earth stopped spinning? It began with a whisper from the machines. At first, it was just noise, minor anomalies in satellite data, a strange drift in gyroscopic readings. Scientists dismissed it as interference. But then the patterns deepened. Global positioning systems became unreliable. Long-range missiles missed targets by miles. Tides arrived out of sync with the moon. And slowly, quietly, the realization crept in. The Earth was slowing down. It made no sense. Our planet had spun steadily for billions of years. But somehow, now, it was breaking, as if some invisible hand had gripped the globe and was pressing gently, relentlessly, against its momentum. Within a week, days grew longer by seconds, then minutes, then hours. People laughed at first, free time, they called it. But the humor vanished when the sun refused to set in the western sky. As Earth's rotation ground to a halt, day and night ceased to exist. One half of the planet baked under eternal daylight. Temperatures soared, oceans began to boil near the equator, crops withered, power grids strained as cities ran air conditioning 24/7. Forests caught fire from the sheer heat of unending sun. On the other side, darkness consumed everything. Temperatures plunged. Ice crept over continents that had never seen snow. Plants died from lack of light. Animals migrated toward twilight but found no middle. A narrow band of twilight formed between the two extremes, a region where the sun sat forever on the horizon, casting long, golden shadows but never moving. This became known as the belt. Humanity fled to it. Millions migrated toward this strip of land. Nations collapsed as borders became meaningless. Former enemies camped side by side, building shelters in the half-light. Cities sprang up in strange places, once empty deserts now full of light and life. Old capitals were abandoned, swallowed by ice or turned to ash. But the Earth's troubles didn't stop there. The magnetic field faltered. With no spin, the geodynamo deep in the core began to flicker. Auroras disappeared. Radiation from the sun bombarded the planet. Satellites failed. Communication collapsed. Only hardwired systems remained. Planes no longer flew. Navigation was impossible. The sky was divided, one half a permanent blazing blue-white, the other a void of stars and frost. Winds shifted violently. Without the Coriolis effect, weather lost its familiar patterns. Megastorms formed in the belt, wild, spiraling tempests trapped in place. Rain fell in endless sheets. Rivers reversed course. The oceans, no longer pushed by rotation, began to migrate, pulled slowly toward the poles. Massive floods swallowed coastal regions. The map of Earth was redrawn. People changed too. Children born in the belt never knew a rising or setting sun. They learned to live in constant twilight. Their circadian rhythms were rewritten. Days became irrelevant. Clocks lost meaning. Work, sleep, life, all were shaped by warmth, by cold, by the rhythm of storms. New languages evolved. New cultures. A new humanity emerged, resilient, rootless, shadowed. In the frozen dark, some built underground fortresses powered by geothermal energy. In the scorched zones, solar cities sprang up, gleaming domes collecting endless light. But these were isolated, desperate enclaves. Most life clung to the belt, huddled together in a liminal world between fire and ice. Some scientists tried to restart the spin. Massive rockets were constructed in the dying equator, their exhaust angled to nudge the planet back into motion. They burned for years, fueled by the last of Earth's fossil reserves. Others theorized that it was no accident, that something had done this to us, a celestial force, a passing anomaly, an alien experiment. They searched the stars for answers. They found none. But slowly, after decades, Earth began to move again. Just barely, just enough. The sun wobbled a degree or two in the belt sky. Shadows shifted. The temperature twitched. A breeze formed where no breeze had been. The Earth had not died, it had paused. And now it turned again. Slowly, tentatively, like a waking giant unsure of its footing. The first sunrise in 100 years came over what had once been the Pacific Ocean. A small group of children saw it from the roof of a domed city. Their faces bathed in light they had never known. They watched in silence, then clapped, then wept. And Earth turned. A little faster the next day. And the day after that. And the belt began to move. But no one ever forgot what stillness meant. No one ever took a single spin of the world for granted again.